For external consolidations, you should have previously created all your subsidiaries' Caseware files using Maps or Engagement Management. The subsidiaries' files need to be uncompressed in order to consolidate. Remember, you can modify compression settings under Tools Options to either turn it off or to prompt you on a file-by-file basis. To set up an external consolidation, first you need to make sure that no other team member is in the engagement before you begin. In the top-level consolidated file, select Engagement Consolidate. The consolidation screen will appear. You perform the same steps that were just performed for an internal consolidation, except after inserting the name and the abbreviation for the new entity, select the radio button labeled Existing File and browse to the appropriate subsidiary. We will select the RSM Intro to Caseware file that we have used in other modules. Notice that the path that is recognized is the path to the synchronized parent file and not the child copy that we browsed to. With an existing file, you have options available to include various balances, apply foreign exchange rates, exclude zero balance accounts, enable account synchronization, and whether to unmap new external accounts. These are checked and unchecked by default, and in most consolidations will be appropriate. If you had foreign exchange and you wanted it applied based on the rates in the individual files, you would check those. Account synchronization will synchronize differences in account properties and create a conflict resolution dialog displaying the conflicts like name or map number to resolve the conflict. You can also change any fractional contribution rates to the parent. Once you verify the settings are OK, click OK. You would repeat this process for any other subsidiaries you needed to add. Notice the icon is different for an external consolidation, and it indicates it needs to be consolidated to reflect any changes. To consolidate, you can click the Consolidate All button, or you can right-click on the engagement and select Consolidate. The file will run through the process, and at the end, the warning will disappear. Now you can click Apply if you want to keep the dialog box open or OK to close it. Also, you may receive an indicator that Caseware is not responding. This will occasionally occur, and you will need to be patient. The software is working in the background. In the drop-down list of the context drop-down, we should see that our new entity denoted as being externally consolidated, square icons, as opposed to internally consolidated, which are circular icons. Open the 0801 trial balance and you will see the accounts from the external consolidation have been added. Notice the internal subsidiary accounts are all listed as unassigned because we have not yet assigned them to group or map numbers. Right-clicking and selecting Properties, you will now see a context dropdown in the Document Settings section. This will change the entity settings for just this document as opposed to the context dropdown in the Caseware toolbar, which affects the entire file. Notice there is also a Consolidation View checkbox. This will be grayed out if either the format is Detailed Entries, balance type is not Report or Consolidated, there is a structure applied, or the boxes for Include Other Basis Adjustments or Combine Adjustments into one column, Show Amount Changed, or Adjusting Entry Detail is checked. In the properties of the 0801, we need to uncheck Show Amount Change, and then the consolidated view will be available to click on. This is the consolidated view. All subsidiaries are listed in a column or format. This concludes the demonstration on external consolidations.